Welcome, wonderful people. This is your favorite YouTuber, Adeyemi One. So I'm here to discuss about the 10 important things you must do when you get to the UK. There are so many things you want to put in place when you get to the UK. The first things you need to put to make your journey so easy and seamless. So one of the most important things you need to do when you get to the UK is getting a UK line. Getting a UK line makes your communication more easier here in the UK. But when it comes to communicating with your family members or friends in your country, I recommend that you use your local line for the local line you use for your WhatsApp. That will make it more easier for you to communicate with your family members and friends in your hometown while you are in the UK. But for easy communication here in the UK, you need a UK line to communicate freely. Yeah. Second thing you need to do when you come to the UK is downloading all necessary apps for movement. For instance, in Nigeria, you can easily walk into anybody on the road and like, okay, oh, I'm going to so place, and then they easily direct you, tell you the bus to take and the likes. But here in the UK, approaching people here to ask for direction, it's somehow. So when you try to like, say hello to them, like, hello, please can you just see them taking a walk aside, like a walk apart, like they don't know what you're talking about. So here you need to download the necessary app for you to be able to move around the UK. For instance, example of such apps are Move It app. Then you also need to download the Taxi app too in the UK for you to be able to move around. The third and important thing you need to do is to get your BRP, that is your biometrics resident permit. You can get it at the post office nearest to you. I think when you get your visa from TLS, inside your visa envelope that was given to you, there's usually a paper inside that will tell you where your BRP would be. But usually around the post office closer to your school, or the post office around your residence. And the BRP is very, very important because without the BRP, you will not be able to, look for job, and then you'll not be able to do so many things. So I would also recommend that as soon as you have a BRP on with you, you should always have a scan copy in your phone, because that without BRP, no job. Without BRP, so many things that you can't do if you don't have your BRP handle with you. And the fourth things you need to put into priority again is your accommodation. Accommodation is very, 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 very important here in the UK, especially when you are in search of job, because most companies that hire or that want to employ you usually ask for your proof of address, and without you getting a proof of address, you are not able to do anything. That is your postcode, your home address, your flat number if you're staying in a flat, or your building number. So without you having proof of address, like having your accommodation of your own, it makes it more difficult for you to secure a job, even open a bank account and the likes. And then the fifth thing you also need to do when you arrive in the UK is doing your NI registration. NI registration, national insurance, very, 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 very important. Without it, you can't be able to, you can't be able to get a job, because most jobs will actually ask for your NI number and then do some couple of things. So without your NI number, you'll never be able to do so many things that you ought to do when you arrive in the UK. And then the number six, that is very, very much important here, is opening a UK account, a UK bank account. There are several banks in the UK here, like where I stay in Scotland. We have several banks like the Barclays Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, Bank of Scotland, and the likes. And most companies here, even when you are fortunate to get one that wants to hire you or wants to like employ you, if you don't have a bank account, it will make it even more difficult, because among the processes for recruitment, they usually ask for your bank account even before they even give you an employment letter or conditional offer. They usually ask for your bank account, your sort code, and then the likes. So as soon as you get to the UK, ensure you open a bank account. And then for most of us, also for some people that always find it difficult to get accommodation on time, you can, if you are staying in an Airbnb, you can walk up to the management there and tell them you want to make use of their address for that Airbnb to, open a bank account, so that even if they want to post anything to a place where you are staying, they can actually post it and you can get it received in the particular address that you've given to whoever that you're giving your address to, and then your postcode. Number 7, you need to plan your budget, especially if you are coming with cash. You need to plan your budget, especially if you are coming in with cash and if you don't have a job yet, because pounds to naira is not smiling. Pounds to naira is not smiling at all. So if you don't have a job now and then you come in with a little cash, like maybe naira from your country or whatever currency you are coming from your local currency, converting it here to pounds is, I don't know. So it's it's threatening. Let me just use that word. So if you know you've not gotten a job whereby you are earning in pounds, you need to cut down all your expense from your shopping. You need to put aside money for your transportation. You need to put aside money for your shopping. You know, you need to also buy some stuff too from your country too, in order for you not to spend more here in the UK. For instance, getting a winter jacket. If you can get like one or two, it's okay, depending to when you start earning and then you start buying more here. But so many things need to be sorted out from your home country before coming, because UK, 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 I wouldn't say much about that anyway. And then the 8th thing you need to do here is register for your GP. Register for your GP. Here in the UK, health system is not like the way it is in Nigeria. Health system is not the way it is in Nigeria. In Nigeria, your child can be coughing, and then the next thing, you just walk up to a pharmacy and tell the pharmacist that you want to get an antibiotics, or you want to get ibuprofen, or you want to get this and that, blah 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 blah. But here in the UK, it is not like that. It is not like that. I'm saying it. It is not like that. Well, it's been working for them, but for me, if you have to ask me what my view on the medical status here, fine, they have a good doctor, good hospital environment and the likes, but there are processes to see their doctor here. It's not the way it is in Nigeria. Even with your money here in the UK, you still need to go through the normal process, like normal way of booking from GP online. Somebody talk to you, you book an appointment before you can see a doctor. In the UK here, you can book an appointment maybe and 3 to 1 week you have still not seen the doctor o. And you cannot just walk up to any pharmacy and say, oh, I want to buy antibiotics, so my daughter or my son is having one cough, or you are having one cough, you want to buy antibiotics. That is another thing though. I think I want to share my little experience I had in the UK here as regards GP and the pharmacy situation here. And then I came after a while, my little daughter was having like an inch all over her body. And then I went to the GP where I registered normal, like, okay, I've registered, let me just go there now, since I paid for my IHS and the likes. On getting there, I was told that no, I can't see anybody immediately, that I have to go online, ask my GP, book an appointment and the likes. And I was so pissed. I'm like, what? My daughter here is complaining. She's having inch all over her body. And you are like, no, I just need to follow the normal process. So you now imagine me being frustrated, like, hey, just to buy something or to give this child something and all of this. And you people are just making it like, hey, it's a big deal. I had to, chat them GP, ask your GP online, have to fix an appointment and the likes. I was not even able to see the doctor. I was only given recommended to buy a lotion for inching and the likes, and I went to the pharmacy, showed them the recommendation message they sent to me on the GP app, and then they were able to give me the drug. Even my own case too, I was having like a serious sore throat that I couldn't swallow spit. I couldn't do anything. I was even telling the GP when I did my ask the GP that I need some antibiotics. You know, proper African babe. I need antibiotics. I'm having sore throat. I can't eat. I can't swallow. I can't even drink water, and I'm having severe pain. And then she was asking, "Can I snap my throat to her on the app?" So I snapped the throat. I snapped like more than 20 pictures to show to that GP on that app. The next thing I was told was she's not seeing anything in the truth. Me, I'm suffering with pain. She's not seeing anything. I was so pissed off and angry, and I had to go to the nearest pharmacy, to complain. And they just gave me a over the counter cough syrup, that, not antibiotics, because I was even saying I needed antibiotics. They were like, I have to go back to my GP. I'm like, okay, they should just give me the over the counter cough syrup. When I used it, it was very effective, actually. When I used it that night, the next day, it was effective. So, my people, hospital in UK is not like the way it is in Nigeria. Oh. Pharmacy here is not the way it is in Nigeria. Oh. If you can bring your first aid drug to save you all this headache, for those that are coming with children, you can go ahead and do that too. For me, I don't like that. Fine, they have a good system, don't get me wrong, but the arrangement behind the whole thing is what me I don't like. Oh. But however, we are here. We don't have choice. We have to just get used to it. And then the ninth thing you need to do when you get to the UK is getting your CV and your cover letters ready for a job search. Getting your CV ready and your cover letter ready for a job search. Because sometimes when you come to the UK, you find yourself that you are applying in different job roles. For instance, before I left Nigeria, I used to be a banker, customer service person. But here in the UK, I've learned to create CV for this, create CV for this, create CV for this. I have like 3 different CVs for different job roles and the likes. So you need to be ready. Prepare your CV, prepare your cover letter, and be ready to apply for a job. And yeah, you hardly go to companies and start saying, "Oh, are you looking for somebody?" It's difficult here. So everything they do here is online. You apply through Indeed app, you apply through Total Jobs, through read.co.uk and the likes. But you just need to get your CV ready. And the third thing you need to do as a student is making sure that you have access to your student ID card. Because your student ID card will give you access to student library. You can even borrow a laptop from school as a student, because you have your student ID with you. And even in the transport system here in the UK, like the rail transport, for instance, if you are a student, you have a discount that you'll be given. Unlike we that we are dependent, we pay the normal rail fee. But if you are a student, you have a discounted rate. So you discuss with your school, and then they give you a student rate card, like a form to fill and the likes, and then you pay a certain amount of money. It's like an annual subscription. So when you do that, for every rate trip you take, there's always a discount for students. There's always a discount for students. So it makes it cheaper for you for your transportation. So far so good. Being in the UK to me has been a good thing, because back in my country there is whole lot of differences, a whole lot of difference between here and where I'm coming from. However, but so far so good. I can't say it's a bad decision I made here coming to the UK. So now I'm going to recap 10 important things you need to do when you get to the UK, either as a student, as a dependent, or you are coming even through as a student or as a dependent. 10 things you must do is: one, get your UK line immediately for easy communication. Two, download unnecessary apps for easy mobility, like Move It app. Like if you don't know how to use Google Map, you have to learn and come and use Google Map here. I remember when I was in Nigeria, I don't use Google Map. So I don't even understand how that Google Map works. I don't even understand how it works. But here, I'm on my own. No, I have to open my eye to learn how to use that Google Map. Especially when I'm working on my on feet, like alerting from the bus stop, and then I need to do like a 5 to 10 minutes walk to my destination, and all of that. I have to learn that map. Very, very important. And then you also need to download some taxi app too for easy mobility. So you can actually call them. That's like Uber and Bolt that we have in our country. Then number three, you need to get your BIOP card as soon as possible, because without it, you might not be able to do so many things here in the UK. So your BRP is as important as your international passport. You need to get it ready. Number four, you need to sort out your accommodations ASAP as soon as possible, because without accommodation you might not be able to get job, because they need a proof of, you might not be able to do so many things because of proof of address. So accommodation is very, very important. If possible, if you can get it sorted out from maybe you are in Nigeria and then you have somebody that can sort it out for you before coming, perfect. But if you don't, as soon as you get here, accommodation here is not easy to get. Accommodation here is not easy to get, but you can actually sort it out when you get to the UK. Then number five, you need to get your N9 registration done. That one is very, very important too. There's usually a particular link you are going to click on and then fill your details, and then after 2 weeks or thereabout, or less than 2 weeks, you get your NI delivered to you at your house. Then number six thing you need to do must is open a UK bank account, because even if you're looking for a job, they will also request for your bank account where they will pay your money, your salary into, or what have you. And then even your bank account can also serve as a proof of address too. So most times they tell you should bring any utility bill or your or proof of address with your bank statement account. So bank account in the UK is as important as anything. You need to get that. Number seven, you need to plan your budget, especially if you are coming with family and you're coming with little cash, because pounds to naira, they are not mates. So you need to plan your budget. You need to set aside money for transportation. You need to set aside money for shopping. You need to get some stuffs from your country, like the winter jacket, like I told you. Things that you know that you can actually get and you won't be thinking about it when you get here. Okay, I think I'm going to do a video of what I bought along with me when I was coming, which made my journey easier, because I was able to sort one or two things before coming to the UK. So coming to the UK, I wasn't just thinking about, how to buy some certain things, because I was able to get them from my country. So you need to plan your movements very well, your money, everything. You need to budget it fine. Then the eighth thing that you need to do is register for GP. It is very, very important. Even as much as the healthcare system here is not like the way it is in Nigeria, but you need to register for your GP. That is number 8 on my list. And then the number 9 on my list is get your CV and your cover letters ready for job search. Get it ready for job search. So it's going to make it easier for you to, apply for jobs and the likes. And the last and not the least is, if you are coming in as a student, ensure you get your student ID card immediately, because it gives you access to so many things, like access to library in your school. For those that don't have money to buy laptop while coming to some schools, as a student, when you tender your ID card, it gives you access to be able to lend the laptop for your coursework and the rest, because you're a student. And also gives you opportunity to get a student discounted way card too, if you're going to be moving with moving with a train more than bus. It gives you that edge too. So with this few point of mine, I hope I've been able to pass some important informations that will be useful to you. If you have anything to say or to add, you can let me know. See you soon. Bye. And stay tuned for my next video to come up. Ciao.